بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
إنك لا تنادي فهبوا يا بني قومي أسودا أعيدوا للدنا أمجاد عصر وقل بالحديد لنا القيود.
Today, let us examine evidence from Islamic texts demonstrating that Muhammad was a bisexual transvestite who had sex with a corpse. There is a hadith reporting Muhammad lying in a grave with a dead woman, and numerous hadiths characterized as him having intercourse with a dead woman has been presented by a Coptic priest, Father Zakario Botros.
Anas bin Malik says that when the Prophet, peace be upon him, got news of the death of Fatima bint Asaid, he immediately went to her house, sat beside her and prayed for her. My dear mother, may Allah keep you under His protection. Many times you went hungry in order to feed me well. You fed me and clothed me on delicacies that you denied yourself. Allah will surely be happy with these actions of yours, and your intentions were surely meant to win the goodwill and pleasure of Allah and success in the hereafter. He gave his shirt to be used as part of her shroud, saying he prayed to Allah to forgive her and give her the dress of paradise. When the grave was prepared, the Prophet, peace be upon him, himself examined it and with his own hands and lied down inside it. Then he got out. Then the Prophet and the companions placed her into the grave. Thus, she was one of the few blessed people whose graves the Prophet, peace be upon him, himself examined. Fatima bint Asaid is that great lady for whom he gave the glad tidings that she would be blessed with a place in paradise. He said that he shrouded her with his shirt, praying that Allah would give her the dress of paradise. Allah pleased with them and they pleased Allah. The Arabic word translated as I slept, Itaja. This word can either mean lie down, lie, recline, repose, but it does not infer sex. It simply refers to lying down or sleeping. There is no way that refers to sex. No authority would consider it meaning sex. From the hadith we see that the laying in the grave for examination purposes was done prior to Fatima being lowered into her resting place. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, wasn't alone at the graveside. Usually the burying of a deceased person is a community effort, thus it would be absurd to suggest somebody had sex with the deceased woman whilst everybody sat and watched. Add to that Islam does not allow sex with dead people. It is not allowed to touch the nakedness of the deceased. Zakaria Butros, who made this claim, is a Christian, and it just goes to reveal his hypocritical nature because the same word, a construct of Itaja, is used in the Arabic Bible in 2 Kings 4:32, and it is translated as laid, and not sex or anything of that nature. Does Zakaria want to be consistent now and withdraw his silly claims?
Elisha came into the house. He saw the child lying dead on his bed. So he went in and shut the door behind the two of them, and prayed to the Lord. Then he went up and lay on the child, putting his mouth on his mouth, his eyes on his eyes, and his hands on his hands. And as he stretched himself upon him, the flesh of the child became warm.
Fatima bint Usaid was the mother of Ali bin Abu Talib, and the mother-in-law of the Prophet's daughter. When the Prophet's grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, passed away, the guardianship of the orphan Muhammad, peace be upon him, passed on to his uncle Abu Talib. His wife, Fatima bint Usaid, looked after him, loving him as if he were her own. She was one of the first to swear allegiance to Islam and its concept of the oneness of Allah, faced the economic and social boycott of the Shia Abu Talib for those 3 terrible years. She was also a member of the privileged group who migrated to Medina. Prophet Muhammad respected her so highly that whenever she visited him he would stand up and receive her with great love, addressing her as mother.
I reviewed the translated and summarized extracts posted on Jihad Watch, presented by a Coptic priest, Father Zakario Botros.
Zakaria Botros is a homosexual person, and that he shamelessly raped the boy George Yusuf Iskander, the son of Mrs. Fatan Adlikari, and that he practiced adultery with a Coptic girl from Melbourne, Australia. Moreover, he converted the St. Abraham Church in Britain, UK into a whorehouse. He used to receive money from adulterous and drunken people against allowing them to practice their sinful deeds inside the church. Zakaria Botros claimed that the members of the Muslim Brothers Party had killed his brother, but later all evidences proved that some Coptic people have caused the death of his brother since they caught him while he was practicing adultery with the wife of a Coptic clergyman. Then they threaten all members of Botros' family. These scandals have been revealed to Al-Masri, one newspaper, by chief personnel from the Coptic Church in Egypt such as Anbabai Shawi, deputy of Ponch Hindu III and secretary of the Synod, and Anba Daniel, bishop of Sydney. The shocking stories about Zakaria Botros continue by exposing a letter from a Coptic soldier named Aziz Jibril Shindazaki, to quote Kyrillos 6th in 1966. Mr. Zaki complained that Mrs. Tasuni, wife of Zakaria Botros, has been caught naked with a Coptic chap inside a car. She was captured by the police and sent to the police station of Al-Aghuza in Cairo along with her friend. But Zakaria Botros didn't show any protest or rejection when he went to the police station to pay the guarantee to release her, although he saw the underwear of his wife in the custody of the police.
كلنا اليوم فداه، واسمعوا نبض قلوب يبلغ الكون صداه. حاربوه يا عداه.
إن هذه الأفعال برهان ساطع على أنها حرب صليبية.
حاربوه يا عداه. كلنا اليوم فداه، واسمعوا نبض قلوب يبلغ الكون صداه. كل باغ نال منه مشرعا فينا مداه. هل يضر الشمس شيئا أقزم تبت يداه. أقزم تبت يداه. ويح قوم خاصموه كيف غابوا عن هداه. كيف نالوا من عزيز شاد مجدا وشداه. ويح قوم خاصموه كيف غابوا عن هداه. كيف نالوا من عزيز شاد مجدا وشداه. أي روح وفؤاد